All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Newport Chambers Wake Up Newport. I'm Alberto Sandoval, Senior Director of Community and Government Relations for the University of California, Irvine. We got a great speaker this morning. Before that, we're going to hear from Robin's brother, Steve Rosansky.
That's my fate now. I'm Robin's brother. She used to be my sister. Now I'm Robin's brother. So good morning. I'm Steve Rosansky, President and CEO of the Newport Beach Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to our meeting this morning. We've got a great presentation for you. Just quickly, I want to introduce, we're a little light on dignitaries, but we have, I almost didn't recognize him when he walked in, Howard Herzog. He's Mr. Casual today. He's this new, he's finally given up. How many years have you lived in Newport Beach, Howard? 1988. So the guy's lived here for 34 years, and this is the first time I've seen him dressed casually, but it's a good look on you. And of course, my sister Robin Grant is here. She's running for City Council, unopposed, so she'll be our new councilwoman for District 4. District 4? Yeah, 4, yeah, come November. So before we get started though, we do have our sponsor here. Julie, why don't you come up here and tell us a little bit about what you do over at your construction and design company.
Thank you very much, Steve. Well, for those of you that don't know me, I've been doing this since I was 21 years old, and that is a long time ago. I turned 60 this year. Hint, I can't do math. Anyway, I have been doing design build for 30 years plus, and I offer a service to everyone that's one-stop shop, which is kind of unique because I'm a female licensed general contractor. So I take my architecture design experience and help people build their dream homes, and I kind of specialize in vintage remodels, which is the trickier stuff. But I do like doing new custom homes, and I will work with fabulous architects and fabulous interior designers on the bigger jobs, but for those people that have smaller projects and want a one-stop shop with no headache, I'm your girl. So just so you know, it's kind of fun being a female contractor. I'm very busy, and I like getting stuff done. Here's my new Elvis ring, TCB, taking care of business. Thank you.
There's a new Elvis series coming, I think, on Netflix or something. You got to watch that. There you go. So without further ado, I'm going to bring Alberto back up here, and he's going to tell us a little bit about Darren. So come on, Alberto.
You didn't end it with thank you very much. All right, so Darren is Chief of Staff to City of Hope, Orange County. As a member of the Orange County Executive Team, he ensures exceptional collaboration among the team in support of the $1 billion effort to build a world-class cancer campus and network in Orange County. Not to compare, but UCI is 1.3, but who's counting, right? Who's counting? In his role, Darren has responsibility for culture, innovation, change, management, and staff development. Before City of Hope, Darren served as Executive Director of Communication for Providence St. Joe's Health, where all my kids were born, where he led the team responsible for system-wide internal strategic communications, connecting more than 120,000 employees across 7 states. Darren holds a master's degree in healthcare administration and a bachelor's degree in organizational leadership. You need a PhD from UCI. He also holds a Green Belt certification in Lean Six Sigma and has been certified facilitator of the Strength Development Inventory. Darren Lee currently serves on the board of the Newport Beach Chamber, yay, and was formerly an adjunct professor for Bradman University in the School of Business and Professional Studies. A lifetime resident of Orange County, Darren enjoys all things OC and spending time with his wife and 2 young sons. Welcome, Darren.
Thank you, Alberto, and thank you, Steve, for the invitation. And it's good to see all of you this morning and be with you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I have 2 young sons, 5 and 9. Both have started school. Actually, the 5-year-old starts school on Tuesday next week, but it's been an exciting week. All right, well, I want to jump in and just say one thing. Cancer touches us all. As I look across this room, smaller crowd this morning, if we had a chance to pass a microphone around, I'm pretty confident that every single one of us would have a story to tell about someone in their life who has cancer, who's had cancer. Maybe you've had your own cancer diagnosis, your loved ones, your family members, your neighbors, your friends. Unfortunately, it touches us all. But I am here to tell you this morning that Hope is here, and we want to share what City of Hope is bringing here to Orange County and what that hope means for you and your loved ones. So take a quick look at this video.
The Wishing Tree. They have become one of City of Hope's most treasured traditions. Branches reach toward the sky, offering our handwritten hopes, our love, our prayers. Each time a message is read, it is re-wished. Now, through visionary leadership, City of Hope is extending our research and advanced cancer care to new locations across the nation. The winds of transformation are blowing, ushering in a new era of hope for new communities. In Orange County, each gust has guided us to fulfill a promise made to our patients to bring hope closer to home. Here, there is an energy in the air because cancer touches us all. And hope is coming. And now, hope is here.
Thank you. You know, when I took the job at City of Hope, I did so because of the mission and the vision of the organization. I was drawn to the fact that they boldly said, we are at the center of eliminating cancer. My own story with cancer started when I was a teenager in high school. My grandfather, who was a great champion of me as a kid, a great influence on my life, taught me many, many things, was diagnosed with lung cancer while I was in high school. It was devastating for our family. He was part of an HMO. They did what they normally did with standard of care at the time. They put him through a terrible surgery where he was open from front to back, sent him home, told my grandmother, great news, we got it all. Got some further treatment along the way to help him heal, and exactly 1 year to the date that he was diagnosed, he passed away. Big loss for our family, but it was at that time that I was changed forever, I think, by a disease that I knew nothing about, but it made something within me think that I wanted to do something to make a difference in the world. And so what I thought would be a medical career, quickly learned in college that I was not cut out quite for that, but sent me on a path where I ended up working in healthcare. And so full circle, come around to when I took the job at City of Hope, on one of my first days, I was giving a wishing tree tag, and I think we have some of those here today, right, for you. In fact, I was going to bring one up. I was given a wishing tree tag like what you saw in the video, and I took a moment to think about what I would write, and I wrote a note to my grandfather, and I said, "This is all for you. Love you and miss you, Grandpa." I actually was able to find the tag, so, and that's a picture of my grandpa up there. But I realized that my work that I would do at City of Hope, I was going to commit to him and to really fulfilling the promise that Orange County has made, or that City of Hope has made to Orange County. So dedicated my work to him, and today we'll have an opportunity for you to fill out a wishing tag as well for your friends and loved ones. But City of Hope has answered the call of our patients and responded to the need of Orange County, where nearly 20% of patients who are diagnosed with cancer find it necessary to leave the county for specialized care. We have a lot of great health care here in Orange County. You said your kids were born at St. Joe's? So were mine, one of them. St. Joe's saved my life when I had COVID in 2020 and on a ventilator for 9 days, so I appreciate that as well. We have a lot of great health care here in Orange County. We're very, very blessed. But 20% of patients who do get a cancer diagnosis have to leave the area to get highly specialized care or access to clinical trials. And that's just not right. Why should you have to leave your home and drive far away or maybe even fly to another state to get that treatment? So City of Hope made a promise to Orange County that we would bring all of that City of Hope offers here to Orange County, and we are fulfilling that promise. So in 2020, Annette Walker was here with you. She shared the vision in January of 2020, and at that time we had just opened, or we're just about to open, the facility that's right here on Avocado. And we also told you that we would be building out a network of care, and we would bring a highly specialized comprehensive cancer center right here to Orange County. And so just under 2 weeks ago, August 22nd, we did open the City of Hope Lennar Foundation Cancer Center, and we're very excited about that, and I'd love to talk to you more about that this morning. Is there a way to turn the volume down a little bit, or is it echoing for you guys? No, it's not? Okay, I hear it, but maybe it's just my crazy ears. So, all right. Well, as you see on the screen, like I said, one in three of us will likely have a cancer diagnosis in our lifetime. So cancer does touch us all, whether it's ourselves as individuals or whether it's our family, our friends, our neighbors, our loved ones, our coworkers. Somebody in our life will have a cancer diagnosis, and City of Hope has come to be a resource and to make sure that those who receive diagnosis that have the care and treatment that they've been looking for or that they will need. Let's take a look inside we'll pass that one. This is some of what the City of Hope Lennar Foundation Cancer Center offers. I won't read through all of these, but this is what makes the Lennar Foundation Cancer Center one of the most advanced cancer centers in the area. We have everything that a patient will need. Think about this. Many times cancer patients, when they're diagnosed, they get the diagnosis. They need to go get some more lab work done. They need to go see a specialist. They need to go see another specialist. If they need surgery, they need to go see a surgical oncologist. If they need radiation therapy, they'll need to go see a radiologist or a specialist in that area as well. And they have to move around, and they're constantly waiting, they're constantly moving, they're constantly having to go from place to place. Now with our center, patients will come, and in one place they will be able to see their doctor, they will be able to get their lab work done, they will be able to have the various disciplines come to them in the room that they're sitting in, and they will be able to access the care that they need without having to travel all around, without having to wait multiple days or weeks or months for the treatment and the care that they need. They will be seen all in one place. That's pretty life-changing, don't you think? Here, let's take a look inside the Cancer Center. We have the radiation oncology suite. I'm not going to tell you all the details about that. I'm not clinical, but the equipment that you're about to see is all cutting edge. It's all making City of Hope, the Lennar Foundation Cancer Center, one of the most unique and most advanced in Orange County. Interventional radiology. This is the room that most people get very excited about when they've been able to take a tour. It's very high tech, as you can see. But this is really, this allows our physicians to really pinpoint what's needed for the patient and make adjustments as they're giving them the treatment. We have surgical oncology. We have multiple ORs, as was on the previous screen. infusion bays, and our clinical research. On the top floor of our facility, we look out over the Saddleback Mountain. This is where patients will be able to receive their treatments. A unique design is what you see here. Patients can sit and talk to each other if they want, or they can close it off and have more of a private area. It's a very beautiful space. It's designed not to feel like a sterile hospital. It's certainly sterile, but it's not stark. It's designed to be warm, and even as Julie mentioned, probably I would imagine a woman of great design, right? So a lot of effort and effort has gone into the design of this space. We brought together more than 500 people from across our organization as well as the community, brought them together and allowed them to give input on the design of this facility. We brought in people from our multicultural communities as well to give input as well. So when you're in the building, it's very feng shui. There's not a fourth floor because the number 4 is not a good number in feng shui. The design of the placement of artwork, the placement of the energy flow, the way the doors are, and the artwork and the layout of the building is all feng shui. So a lot of people were involved in this and gave their input, and we're very pleased with what the outcome. Let's see. Hope Boutique is also something that's part of our supportive care. So when folks are going through a cancer journey, you're not feeling well and you need other things to make you feel well. So the Hope Boutique is a place where patients can come and get wigs or prosthetics. We also have cosmetologists that are trained specifically for working with cancer patients. And so you can come here and get a haircut, or if you need to have your head completely shaved, they can work with you on that. There's skin treatments and other things that they offer as well, specifically for cancer patients. Our faculty roster, I won't go through all the names, but we've been assembling a great crew of faculty from across the country, as well as here locally in Market. We brought together the brightest minds, and these are the people who are really making the difference for patients, along with our staff of more than 300 who work inside the Cancer Center. These folks spend their life and their careers focusing specifically on cancer, and many of them are specific to a certain kind of cancer. So you're not just seeing a general oncologist, you're seeing someone who has been spending their entire career, their entire life, studying the type of cancer that maybe you have. So if you have a diagnosis like my grandfather of lung cancer, it would have been nice for my grandfather to go to the very best, the very brightest, someone who's spent their entire life and career researching lung cancer and knowing how to deliver the very best care. These are our faculty that we have so far at the Cancer Center. We also have many others who work across our community sites here in Orange County. So we've come to Orange County as a good neighbor. Like I said, we say cancer is the competition. I know we were joking back and forth a little bit. Obviously people think, okay, are you all just competing here in Orange County for the same patient? The reality is we're bringing something that a lot of other organizations don't currently have in their arsenal. And so I want to point out what some of those are. City of Hope is it's comprised of four very big areas. A clinical cancer network with a unique academic and community model. We're one of 52 NCI designated comprehensive cancer centers in the nation. That's the 400 plus physicians, 1,000 plus researchers and scientists who are solely focused on cancer and ending cancer. Our academic research, what we call our bench to bedside approach, offers 800 plus clinical trials in cancer alone. Think about that, 800 clinical trials, more than 800 clinical trials in cancer alone. That is huge. That is the reason why people leave the county for highly specialized care. A lot of other organizations can't offer that. They don't have the bandwidth, they don't have the research dollars, they don't have the staff to offer that. City of Hope is bringing all of that right here to Orange County. 1 in 4 of our patients are enrolled in a clinical trial. We are a trailblazer in CAR T-cell therapy. We performed more bone marrow transplants last year than anyone else in the country. We're a biotech hybrid. We currently have 95 investigational new drug applications in play right now. We own and operate 3 good manufacturing practice facilities where we can bring drugs and therapies to reality much faster than than they would normally become the standard of care. This is what we call bench to bedside. So as the studying is being done and the research is being done and therapies need to be developed or drugs can be developed, we are able to manufacture those ourselves and get those to the patients much faster than what would normally be through the process to become standard of care. That is what we're bringing, especially for those 20% of patients who get diagnosed and need that highly specialized care. Let's see, our national philanthropy support exceeded $276 million in FY21 through the pandemic. What a wonderful place to be as an organization where people believe in the work that you're doing and support it financially. And that really does help and drive a lot of what we're able to bring here to Orange County. So again, something unique that City of Hope is bringing to Orange County. Through this engine, we're able to deliver upon our promise to Orange County. Recently, we completed the acquisition of Cancer Treatment Centers of America, which gave us an even larger footprint across the country. As you can see, we have locations all throughout many states and across the country now, which is making us one of the largest cancer research and treatment organizations in the country. Orange County is a part of that. We're not the only thing happening, but we are a part of that. And we're very pleased to say that we've come to Orange County and bringing that to the patients and those who need our services. And I'll mention also right here that this year we were ranked number 7 by U.S. News and World Report as the 7th best hospital in the United States to seek cancer care. That's incredible for Orange County. Orange County can say we have the 7th best hospital for cancer right here in Orange County. Super exciting as well. As the Chief of Staff, I would be remiss if I didn't tell you about our culture. Something else we brought here to Orange County is 500 plus good paying jobs. For those of you who are aware of the needs and so forth in our county, we did our best to bring the best jobs and high paying jobs, well paying jobs to our areas. We have locations here, 2 in Newport Beach, 1 in Huntington Beach, 1 in Irvine, and of course now the Cancer Center in Irvine as well. I'd also like to point out that we were twice recognized as the best place to work by the Orange County Business Journal, and then also a top workplace by Orange County Register. This is something that falls in my wheelhouse. I'm excited to share this because you know what? I believe that if we create a culture where we have employees who love to come to work, love to bring their hearts and their hands to work every day, the patients benefit. If you have a happy employee, you probably have a happy patient. We don't want to have unhappy employees. That would mean unhappy patients. We want happy employees, and we do have a great culture that we're building here in City of Hope, Orange County. Let's see. I'd like to now ask one of our patients to come up. You've heard from me, the guy that works for City of Hope. But I'd like Frank DeBella to come. Frank has a wonderful story about how his life has been touched and changed, and his love for City of Hope as well. So Frank, come on up. And while he makes his way up, he celebrated a birthday a couple days ago. So would you just join me in saying happy birthday? 77? Happy birthday, Frank.
That's my doctor right there. That's my doctor, Dr. Powell. Well, let me share my cancer journey with you. In 1994, I was diagnosed with kidney cancer. I was at Antonello's restaurant. I urinated blood. 2 days later, they removed my kidney. They cut me in half to do it. Now they do robotic surgery, but I'm cut in half. So, come to 2011, I had pain in my right shoulder. I went to a local hospital, and they did the scans. I had cancer in my left lung. I had a huge cancer in my shoulder bone. So they said, we need to do a biopsy. So they did. I woke up from that biopsy. The doctor walks into my room, looks at me and says, you have stage 4 bladder cancer, metastasized. You got 2 to 4 months to live. I threw him out of my room, said, who made you, God? Get the hell out. 2 days later, I flew to MD Anderson, which is considered a great cancer hospital. They gave me 5 minutes of their time and said, you got 2 to 4 months to live. That's ridiculous. So I came back, and for 20 years, I worked with MDA raising money for them. Jerry Lewis was one of my clients. I'm a CPA. So Jerry called MDA, MDA called City of Hope in Dwardy. And then I get a call from Dr. Friedman, who was the president of City of Hope at the time. He says, come and see me. So I went to see him. He takes me upstairs to meet that guy. He was 29 years old. He says, I can't cure you, but I guarantee you got 4 years. And I said, that's good news. He says he didn't say that. And I said, Doc, don't you think I would remember you saying that? I said, you said it. He goes, well, the problem you have is both places, both hospitals missed the most important cancer was in my neck. They had to do radiation right away, otherwise it would have broke the spine and I would have been paralyzed from the neck down. So took me downstairs right away. They made a body cast, face, my whole body, and I had to be, and I'm claustrophobic as hell. And they had to give me a pill to get into that damn machine. But my first treatment, they put me in a wheelchair. I'm leaving the hospital, and I'm outside. Now, all the doctors and the employees are great, but not only them, the patients are unbelievable. So I'm in a wheelchair, and this woman comes up to me. She says, what's the matter? I said, I don't want to die. She goes, I had stage 4 cancer 5 years ago, and tomorrow I'm getting married in that rose garden. She goes, do you have a penny? I said, no. She gets her purse, she gets a penny. She goes, read this. I said, I don't have my glasses. And it says, in God we trust. I still have that penny. Every year I have an event called Let's Be Frank About Cancer. I've raised over $10 million for City of Hope. And at one of those meetings I told that story. And I said to the people, I said, everybody there, there's 500 people there. I said, everyone here, you know somebody that has cancer. When someone tells you you have cancer, I want you to send them to City of Hope and lift up your plate. I had 500 pennies gold-plated and give them that penny and say, in God we trust. If it wasn't for City of Hope, I'd be dead right now. Any of you who have somebody that has cancer, send them to City of Hope. Second opinion, third opinion, I don't care what it takes. I don't trust doctors except that man right there. He saved my life. I want to thank you for coming. I wish there was more people, but everybody's on a holiday. So God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. Thanks for sharing your story, and thanks for your support of City of Hope. My grandfather's name was Frank, and actually was making that connection as I was thinking about today. Let me bring that story fully back around. So when I was a teenager and Grandpa died of cancer, like I said, it was a huge impact upon our family and a huge impact upon me. But I learned many things from him. He taught me many things. He was a small business owner. He taught me how to operate with integrity and honesty, how to take care of people, how to build relationships through excellent customer service and keeping your word and delivering on your promises. And I can't help but think, as I'm here with City of Hope, as City of Hope has delivered on the promise to Orange County that we made, and $1 billion investment as opposed to 1.3. The reality is this. We have a lot of great opportunities here in Orange County. We have a lot of great places to seek care. I think I should share with you that if you ever do hear those words, you have cancer, like Frank said, seek a second opinion. Get a second opinion. Before you start treatment, get a second opinion. Get a second opinion from somebody who specializes in the type of cancer they say you have. Get that second opinion from somebody who really knows what they're talking about and has studied those things. And then also make sure that you get your care and your treatment from an NCI designated cancer treatment center. That's really important. There are statistics that show the outcomes are better for patients who get their care from a comprehensive cancer center like that, as well as make sure that you get your screenings. If you're of a certain age where you're supposed to be getting certain screenings, get those. Know your own body. If you feel like something's not quite right and you know something's not quite right, but you're not at that age to get the screening, go in and get screened. City of Hope, as well as others, offer many preventive screenings and preventive care. So do the best that you can do to make sure that you never end up in that situation of hearing those words. But if you do, take my advice, take Frank's advice, get that second, get that third opinion, and seek care from the very best places that you can. Before I pass it back to Steve, I just want to say on your chair there's a brochure that says Hope is Here. It tells you a little bit more about City of Hope and the Lennar Foundation Cancer Center that we have brought to Irvine. On the back, though, is our contact information. So if you or someone in your family or someone you love ever does need our care, we hope you never do. That's how you can contact us. And then lastly, I'll just say, any of our leadership team, we all say this as we speak to various places and so forth, but if you ever have trouble getting in anywhere or you need someone to help guide you through the system, you could reach out and we'll make sure that you always get the care that you need. So with that, I think I'm going to give it back to Steve. You want to open up for questions now or all right, Alberto? All right. All right, do you want to do some? Yeah, are there any questions or anything I can answer before we close out the morning? Yes, ma'am. Well, we're just one. So the Lennar Foundation Cancer Center is an on-license facility to our Duarte campus. Yep. So the Duarte Hospital is the entity that was named number 7. Yep. So, Marie. Yeah, the main hospital, the main campus is in Duarte. We're a second campus to Duarte now in Irvine. And then we do have the community sites all across Orange County, LA County, Riverside County as well. There are, I don't have a map of that, but I can get that for you, Marie. Yeah, they're definitely all around, so, yep. Yes, sir. I'm not an expert in how the clinical trials are exactly the requirements there, but I do think there are probably some age requirements. And that is one of the things we're working on here in Orange County. You saw a picture of Ed Kim, our physician in chief, in the video. He's really working hard to make sure that our clinical trials are very accessible. I'm not sure about the age, but certainly across different ethnic groups and different groups, there are so many requirements around a clinical trial that limit folks from being able to get in. And we're really working hard to say, let's see what we can do to loosen those up and to be as inclusive as possible. A lot of clinical trials are really focused on Caucasians, and there's not a lot of research that gets put into those from different ethnic groups. And so that makes those trials not as accessible for groups, and we want to change that. We want it to be really representative of our communities. So, yes, ma'am.
So we have a lot of amazing skin cancer that focuses on skin cancer, which is a big issue here.
Yeah, absolutely. So that will be something that's offered at the Lennar Foundation Cancer Center. Right now, we do not have the dermatologist in yet, but we are building that program out right now with a partnership in Duarte and then also in Irvine. So that's coming very soon. Any other questions? All right, well, thank you so much for your time. If I can answer any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And like I said, if you ever need City of Hope services, which we hope you never do, we are here for you. Hope is here. So thanks for waking up with me this morning, Newport.
Thanks, Darren. You'll hear us tease one another, but it's really important, to his point, that we're blessed in Orange County. Out of those 52 that he cited, there are 2 in Orange County. UC has the other one. But it's important that you go to one of those. So thanks, Darren. Thanks for all you do, and I'll turn it back to Steve.
Thank you. My only criticism of that video is it didn't show the Newport Beach facility. What's up with that? I saw the balloon in Irvine. You just did that the other day. You got to get the Newport Beach facility in there. So actually, and I'll just comment on the friendly rivalry here. City of Hope coming to Orange County actually has been a huge boon to Orange County in that all the hospitals have upped their game. And they're building a new facility right Newport Beach adjacent, we'll call it. Hoag built a facility right across from them, Alternative Treatment Center. Obviously, Newport Beach was the first City of Hope facility here in the county, and now I had the privilege of touring, being at the grand opening of the treatment center in Irvine and the groundbreaking for the new hospital. But we're all going to benefit. All boats rise in a rising tide, and clearly our chamber has benefited because they all want to sponsor our events as well. So we love that. Keep doing that. So, but thank you, Darren. A great talk. I do too wish that we had a few more people here, but it's a great group. I do want to point out that we were joined by our supervisor, Katrina Foley. She's a late arrival. Thank you for coming, Katrina. Katrina's running for supervisor again for a full 4-year term, and the district lines have changed a little bit, so she's a busy woman these days. So thank you for taking the time to come this morning. And I'll just mention that we have a lot of great events coming up. You know, we're going to take off for the holiday weekend here, but we'll pick right up with our Navigate event, young professional event we're doing up in Pelican Hill, September 13th, 14th. You know, if you want to get a little putting lesson from a world-class instructor, and then we're going to have a little putting contest for the young professionals amongst us. Please join us for that. Our luncheon this month is going to be at Fleming's. Our mixer is going to be at the rooftop at Lido House. So best of the best in Newport Beach. It doesn't get any better than that. Hopefully you can all join us. And, you know, if you're not a member of the Chamber of Commerce, why not? You should be. So thank you all. And take some of the food on the way out. Thank you again, Julie, for being our sponsor today. And we'll see you after the holiday. Take care.